If your heels started hurting after a long hike, you might be wondering if your hiking boots caused the problem. Truth is, hiking boots rarely cause heel pain or plantar fasciitis on their own. But the wrong footwear combined with tight calf muscles, poor foot mechanics, or doing too much too soon can absolutely cause you to develop heel pain. Today I'd like to talk to you about the risk factors for plantar fasciitis, what to look for and what to avoid when purchasing new boots, signs that your boots are part of the problem, and how to prevent plantar fasciitis when hiking. But before I do, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Rion Berg, and I've been practicing podiatry for over 40 years in Seattle, Washington. I've written an ebook called How to Buy Hiking Boots to Prevent Plantar Fasciitis. You can download it in the description below. Also, if you find the information in this video helpful, please remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and then hit the bell so you can receive a notification every time I release a new video. One of the biggest risk factors for plantar fasciitis is poor foot mechanics. Hikers with flat feet or feet that roll inward when they walk place more stress on the plantar fascia, the thick band of tissue that runs along the bottom of the foot from the heel to the ball. Tight calf muscles are another major contributor because they limit ankle mobility and transfer extra strain down into the heel, the arch, and the fascia. One of the most common mistakes I see people doing is jumping right back into long and difficult hikes at the beginning of the season without gradually building up mileage and elevation. Now let's talk about your boots. Even if they're not the root cause, they can definitely make an existing problem worse. Boots with poor arch support can increase overpronation, place repeated stress on the plantar fascia. Over time, that repetitive strain causes tiny micro tears in the tissue, leading to inflammation and heel pain. Minimalist hiking shoes or boots are all the rage these days, but beware, they can be especially problematic for hikers with flat feet or unstable mechanics because they simply don't provide enough support for long distances. Boots that fit properly are another issue that often gets overlooked. If a boot is too loose, too wide, or has too much internal volume, your foot will shift around while you hike. That can change your walking mechanics and cause increased stress on the heel. This is why it's so important to buy hiking boots from a quality outdoor store with experienced fitters who can properly measure your feet and fit your boot. And if you wear orthotics or supportive inserts, always bring them with you when you're shopping for boots. Inserts change the fit of the boot significantly, and trying on footwear without them can lead to sizing mistakes. Another common problem is using the wrong type of boot for the terrain. Lightweight hiking shoes may work fine for short day hikes, but if you're carrying a heavy pack on rugged trails, your feet need more structure and stability. Wearing footwear that isn't designed for the demands of the hike places excessive stress on the plantar fascia. Worn out boots can also be part of the problem. Over time, midsoles compress, so that which looks normal no longer gives you the shock absorption you need, and the tread wears unevenly. Even your old boots still feel comfortable, but they may no longer provide the support that you need. So how do you know if your boots are contributing to your heel pain? Pay attention to the patterns. Did the pain start after switching to a new pair of boots? Does it get worse on longer hikes? Do your feet feel fatigued more quickly than they used to? And do symptoms improve when you stop hiking or switch footwear? Those are all important clues. The good news is there's a lot you can do to prevent plantar fasciitis when hiking, in addition to wearing the right boots. Gradually increase your mileage instead of jumping straight into long hikes. Stretch your calves daily and hold each stretch for at least 30 seconds. If your calf muscles are particularly tight, I also recommend using an Achilles splint during the day. Learn more by clicking on the video above. Strengthen the muscles in your feet and ankles with simple exercises like towel scrunches and the ones you see in the video above. Consider using supportive insoles, even if you don't need custom orthotics. Give yourself a day off in between hikes to allow your body and feet to recover. Finally, if your heel pain is lasting more than a few weeks, causing limping, or not improving with rest and stretching, it's a good idea to see a podiatrist. Early treatment can prevent a small problem from turning into chronic heel pain that keeps you off the trail for months. At the end of the day, hiking boots alone usually don't cause plantar fasciitis, but they can absolutely be the tipping point if other risk factors are already present. The right footwear, proper training, stretching, and recovery can go a long way to keeping you healthy and hiking pain-free.